What's up, man? How y'all doing? It's your boy Wise Guy FX checking in, and today I want to talk to y'all about the sacrifices that come with trading. Before I get to anything else, because I think it's important for you to know these details. Just in case you run into them while you in your trading journey. So, hold on real quick. Right there. So, okay. One of the few sacrifices y'all gonna have to make is, first, look at your bank account, man. Look at your bank account. When I tell you look at your bank account, I mean this. Your bank account go represent your trading account. Now, you might be like, Now when I say your bank account go represent your trading account, when you take a loss in trading, like say you got a small account, let's say you got like $300 account, and you got a $14 loss here, $50 loss here, $5 loss here. You get what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand that comes from your psychology, from your spending as well, because your brain is taking that same way of thinking and putting it into the markets. So you got to learn how to budget. Now, when you learn how to budget, like me on my journey, when I learned how to budget, I didn't learn how to budget until I started accumulating more bills. When I started accumulating more bills, I realized like, oh, damn, I can't just spend my money on what I want to. I really got to like prioritize my funds that's coming in. So I learned how to budget before I got my first apartment. You know what I'm saying? I learned how to budget before I got my first apartment, but I wasn't paying much in bills. But it taught me how to put things on a schedule. And see, when you trade in Forex, you got to learn how to develop a schedule for yourself, because if you don't know how to develop a schedule for yourself, you will find yourself giving your time, attention, and energy to anything that don't serve your purpose. And when you get stuck in this loop, then you start wondering why it's not working out for you. But really, you have to put yourself in a position to where you can mentally consume the information that you're getting from learning from the markets, from the patterns that you're seeing. It's a lot that you got to download from trading. You got to memorize the patterns. When you see the same pattern, you got to be able to see that and be like, okay, I know what pattern that is. You got to be able to take that risk and that opportunity. But the only way you go see it is if you actually memorized it. But the only way you go memorize it is if you actually got your mindset set up to where it's like, okay, this don't matter, this matter. You get what I'm saying? You need to put things in order in your own life, your own day-to-day life. You get what I'm saying? You have to make trading a priority. Like, trading is like being in another relationship. You put so much time and attention in it in the beginning to where you do that so the relationship can get better over time, So when it comes to your spending, yeah, you gonna have to budget. But another thing that goes along with budgeting is the company that you keep. Now, see, when it comes to your friends and your family, most likely friends, because they're the people that's close to you, you relate more to them. When it comes to your friends, you might have to cut communication. That's just how it be. For me, I got some people I ain't talked to in months. Some people I ain't talked to in years, days. You get what I'm saying? So with that being known, you got to understand, when it come down to it, they can't help you with this journey if they don't want to tag along. It's just going to be you. So you got to make room in your life. That's basically what this whole video is about. Just making room in your life so you can actually adapt to trading the way you would want to. And you can get the results that you want. But you gotta be able to hit the reset button. It's a mental reset. See, people don't talk about this in trading. Like, people make it seem like in trading, like, oh, it's all about the money, it's all about the patterns, and if you call the right trade, and no. The only way you get good at trading is if you get good at life. You got to understand this about trading. Trading is similar to life. You got to look at your life like a chart. You see what I'm saying? Is your life going in an uptrend or downtrend? You got to think about that. Just think about that. I know I just dropped the gem on y'all. You got to think about it. Is my life going in an uptrend or downtrend? And if it's going in the downtrend, what's making it go in the downtrend? If it's going in the uptrend, what's making it go in the uptrend? See, that's how you gonna know whether you good or not in trading. See, I got this from the prop firms. Like, one thing about the prop firms, they got a dashboard, and it shows you, like, it actually shows you, like, okay, you got this 50K account and you got a $500 profit, then you went from $1,500, then you went to $3,500. It's actually showing you, like, where you picked up off at and where you took off at. You got to look at your trading like that. And you just got to constantly improve it. Like, that's the thing about trading. I'm 3 years in, but I ain't gonna say I'm my best. You know what I'm saying? I'm not my best. I can always do better because I'm learning the same thing over and over again. It just making more and more sense. You know? So another thing to sacrifice is vices. Now, if you got a vice, I know a lot of people need this information right here, this advice right here. Say you smoke, you drink, weed, alcohol, liquor, whatever, tobacco, vape pens. Yeah, I came across my addictions as well, you know. Me, I like to burn herb, you get what I'm saying? But at the same time, though, I came across, you know, I just got over this like 6 months ago, like the vape pens. I used to buy vape pens, like, man, I'll show you a bag of vape pens in another video. I'll show you, like, I had bags of vape pens. Like, I used to buy a vape pen like every other day. Every other day. Bad spending choices, you know. Now, I would get up and get the money to get it, you get what I'm saying? But at the same time, did I really need it? Or was I just spending my money on impulse? You see what I'm saying? You got to understand that. If you spending your money on impulse, don't you think you go jump into markets and make trades off of impulse? You got to control the impulse. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can give y'all so much game and advice. Like, when you in a trade, right, and you over leveraging, it's just like you overspending. You know you ain't got the money. You know you ain't got the funds to really lose for this. And then you ain't really receiving much. You get what I'm saying? Like, I know about being at the desk, your legs shaking, your armpits sweating, you don't know what to do, you in and out of trades, you indecisive. It all comes from this. So you gotta learn how to budget. You gotta learn how to separate yourself from friends and family. And you gonna have people try to make you feel down about yourself. But hey, guess what? You got a mind of your own, man. Now, I know I can preach, but at the same time, I can teach. Why? Because I got experience. And I'm gonna tell you what it really is and what it's really not. You see what I'm saying? Now you gotta understand this. Another thing too is you got to give up is like entertainment. Now when it comes to entertainment, you want to entertain the charts or you want to entertain your phone all day? Because you trying to make money off your phone, so you want to be on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram all day, or you want to actually pay attention to what's going on in the markets. Because I'm telling you, your first 6 months, that chart time, even after 6 months, you got to put in that chart time, man. You got to sacrifice, man. Look, time is your biggest asset. If you put time into this, it's gonna come back. But see, everybody might be like, oh, well, it take you 2 years to trade, learn how to trade, 6 months, 4 years. It's really all up to you. You get what I'm saying? Like, trading is like being homeschooled. It really depends on how bad you want it. You got control of how fast you learn this game. You get what I'm saying? That's what I had to realize. You know, you got to stop playing. You know, because when you control these topics, like your budget, the company that you keep, your vices, overspending. You get what I'm saying? Like, when you control these things, you'll be able to get in the market and see things a lot more clear. You know what I'm saying? Because when you make decisions off of impulse, it creates like an anxiety in you. And when you have anxiety while you trading, you just indecisive. You don't know what to do. So you constantly take little short losses here and there because you just in a confusion stage. Like, well, maybe this ain't gonna play out. You don't allow things to play out. You see what I'm saying? You got to take yourself apart and put yourself back together over and over and over and over again mentally before this trading stuff start working. And you gonna start seeing results, but you gotta stick with it. You got to be a believer that your mind can retain the information, but you got to go out there and get the information and plug it in the right places for you to actually be able to get to where you're trying to go. You know, another thing you might have to sacrifice, activities. You see what I'm saying? Now, activities is similar to entertainment. Like, a lot of people like going to the club. A lot of people like going out playing basketball. You know, a lot of people like going out doing music, all type of things, golfing, sports, whatever. When it comes to these activities, sometimes you got to cut down on it so you can boost your learning curve. So you can be able to be like, okay, I know I used to do this on a routine basis, but now I got to slim down on it. You get what I'm saying? So you might not go at as much. It's good to have these activities because if it's like a hobby, something that keep your mind busy, it's good to have, because it's good to have something outside of trading so you can keep your mind occupied, so you don't be overthinking everything in trading, because you can get in that mode, you know. And it's good to have activities, but just know that you need to slim down on activities to actually boost your focus in trading, boost your psychology. It's all psychological. Your brain is retaining all of this. Like, if you focus on trading a good amount of time, you can get good quick, you know. And when I say focus on it, like constructive criticism towards yourself. Okay, I'm doing this wrong, man, or I'm doing this right, but it can be better. Stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? If you keep it like that and you stay consistent like that, if you focus on improving more than you focus on how much money you can make in the future, you go get to where you trying to go. Because it's all about the skill. The money go follow the skill every time, but it's all about the skill. Remember that, you know. And I want to show y'all something. Like, look, I ain't playing about the vape pens either. Like, you smoking these things, like, look, I ain't playing. I got a whole bag right here. You know, I used to, day by day, puff, 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 puff. Like, I had to just get rid of it as a whole. I had to detox my whole body, you know. I had to do a lot, man. You know, this trading stuff, you'll sacrifice a lot for it, because trading makes you a better person as whole, because you start paying attention to yourself a lot more. Because the more you pay attention to yourself and re-engineer yourself and reintroduce yourself to others, the more trading to give you in results. I ain't talking about compensation, because money, that's on you as far as your lot size, your trading account. But trading will reward you as a character and as a person if you take your life more serious, you know. And yo, man, that's my biggest advice on sacrifices. And I feel like everything I said in the video could possibly help a lot of people if you take it the right way and you take this perspective on how you look at the game. You know, you got to put the game in perspective, man. You know, you got to have a lot of perspectives in order to really have a good viewpoint at this game, you know. But this advice can take you to the next level. And many other videos after this, we go tackle on a lot more personal stuff that come with a trader's journey, you know. And we go get to some strategies too. But I appreciate y'all for watching. Like, comment, and share. And hey, man, I'm going to see y'all back on the next video. What?